So what's going on, my beautiful people out there in the fragrance world? Welcome to PRScents. My name's Jose. So what I have for you today is 10 with one honorable mention. I was thinking of what to do, right? So I figured, what do I have that has been hyped so much in the past few years? I thought of that because of liquid Brune, and the hype is real and all of that. And there are so many fragrances where in its time, the hype was crazy for these fragrances. So I've got 11 fragrances for you guys, dating back to like 2015, where the hype was absolutely insane. If you want to know what these fragrances are, stick around. I'll see you in a second. So guys, like I was saying, 10 fragrances with one honorable mention, where these were hype beast galore. Like, if you don't own these based on the hype, then you're not a frag head, because these are all clones except for one, but even that one a little bit. But they're all clones and they smell delicious. And back in the day, they were hyped big time. So let's start off with the honorable mention. And the honorable mention, when was this? I think this was like in 2022 was when this came out. And this is a Bath and Body Works. Can you guess? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if you guys can guess which ones they are. But this is a Bath and Body Works, and this is Coffee and Whiskey. When this came out, oh my God, like the hype on this thing was crazy. Every single reviewer was talking about it. It was all over the YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and for good reason. This is a very, very nice scent. At first, I thought when I first got it, I didn't like it too much. I wasn't that impressed. I think I did a video with Brenda and we were like, it's okay. But even this one has macerated to the point where I really enjoy it. And you can see the dent I put in this thing. But at first I thought it was a very close similarity to Killian's Angel Share. And it was nice and everything, but then I started like smelling more Killian's Angel Share clones, and this was still close to it. This one is more closer to me to Khamrah than it is to Killian's Angel Share. And Khamrah, we'll talk about that one, but I put it on the shelf, haven't touched it for ages, and a couple of weeks ago I pulled it out and I'm like, let me smell it. Second I smelled it, this is much closer to Killian's Black Phantom. I was really surprised at the change in smell that it has now. But yeah, this is closer to Black Phantom. This has got things like woods, vanilla, ambroxan, caramel, patchouli. It's coffee, whiskey. It's a boozy vanilla, a little on the tart side of coffee, rich, really, really nice scent. So this one was the honorable mention because this one was hyped a lot. It really was, but this is Bath and Body Works. Now, the sad story is that this has been discontinued. You can't find it at Bath and Body Works. And I spoke to one of the sales associates there, and they said that they are planning on coming back out with it, but they're waiting till like Father's Day season in order to do that. So if it comes out during Father's Day, I would definitely suggest you get this for your significant other if they're into sweet, sweet fragrances. But this is really, really nice. Let's move on to number 10. And these are in no particular order of hype or whatever, but these are all, really beautiful fragrances. Now, this is another one that it's not so much of a clone as it is more so that it was, when it came out, it was hyped like crazy as well. And this is Missoni Wave. This is more of a summer spring fragrance. Really, really nice. I really enjoy this one. It's very aromatic, very citrusy. Nice sprayer. It's got sea notes, citrus. It's a little salty. It's got mandarin, vanilla, lavender, clary sage. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous scent. Now, some people do say it smells a little bit like Chanel Allure Sport or Versace Pour Homme. I move towards the Versace Pour Homme more so. Unfortunately, the longevity on this one is average. It's not great. You know, it's not a beast. You'll get maybe like 4 to 6 hours out of it. But that is still enough time to smell a really delicious fragrance, and it is Missoni Wave. Number 9. Now this one, this came out, believe it or not, in like 2015, if my numbers are correct. This probably was the one that put Armaf on the map, and you guys know what it is, but this is Club de Nuit Intense Man. This is beautiful. This was the biggest hype beast there was, and this is probably one of the first ones that really started putting Middle Eastern companies on the map, because when this came out, people were going crazy for it. It's to me, it's a beautiful scent, very close to Creed Aventus, but a lot of people complained about the opening, because the opening is very citrusy, you know, lemony, and some people said that in the opening it smelled like you know, like a lemon cleaner kind of solution. But then that would die out and you would get into the fragrance even more, and then it really started getting nice. But people had big complaints over that opening. And they came out with Club de Nuit Intense Man Perfume, Perfume de Perfume, and all these other ones. This still is my favorite. I really enjoy this. I don't find that the opening bothers me that much. And you can still get this at a decent price. So if you don't have this one and you like, you know, that Creed Aventus DNA, this is really, really enjoyable to smell. So that's number 9. Let's go on to number 8. Now, another one that got hyped a lot when it came out. So FragranceBuy.ca came out with their own line of fragrances called Fomo. And the whole idea was that they would use higher quality ingredients, you know, and really the presentation and everything was much nicer. And they did a very good job with this one, Gary's Den La Parfum. Gary's Den La Parfum is very close to Dior Homme Parfum. And it is really nice. You get that lipsticky, waxy kind of feel from it. Yeah, it's got lavender and bergamot. It's got iris, and that iris comes out. It's got a little spice to it as well. Really, really nice. If you like waxy, lipsticky kind of fragrances, this is really nice. The performance on this is not bad at all. And if you let it sit for a while, it'll get even better. This one on me now lasts maybe 5 to 6 hours. And it's just really beautiful. Again, you've got to get used to that lipsticky, waxy kind of feel. But Gary's Den, they did a really good job with this fragrance, and the hype on this one for a while was pretty big. Not as big as Club de Nuit Intense Man or Coffee and Whiskey, but it was still hyped quite a bit. So if you haven't gotten this one, you should take a look at it, because it's actually very, very good. Number 7, I think we're at. Now, guys, you all know this one. This is the one, I don't know if I could say it put Lattafa on the map, because Lattafa has come out with so many fragrances that are good, but it definitely put the Middle Eastern companies, again, on another level, where people started really noticing Middle Eastern companies as decent clone companies, to the point where they're getting so close. Sometimes they take it too far. They'll mimic the bottle that they're cloning. They'll mimic the smell that they're cloning. You know, I like it. I don't mind clones, especially if they're cloning something that's been discontinued. That's my niche area there. If they're cloning something that's been discontinued that I can't get unless I spend $400, $500, $600 on, I'll go for the clone. And sometimes, you know, if they do a representation, if you will, of a fragrance and do their own twist, like the next one I'm going to talk about, I like that too. You know, I would recommend you always go for the original. But if you can't afford that $300, $400, $500, you know, these for like 50 and below sometimes, a lot of times, or even 100 and below are well worth it. And all of these I'm talking about are really, really well worth it. They were worth the hype that they got because they were that good. Now, this one is Lattafa Asad. And Lattafa Asad is a really good representation of Sauvage Elixir. Not 100% close, but it gets you there. And this smells so, so good. This is a beast. On clothes, it'll last you forever till the next day. But if you like that Sauvage Elixir, it's a darker, it's a Sauvage, but darker, spicier. This is so, so good. I definitely recommend this. And this is Asad by Lattafa. The next one is another one that was talked about like mad. And this is Afnan's 9 p.m. Now, Afnan's 9 p.m. is a good representation of Jean Paul Gaultier's Ultramall. And this is a more playful version of Ultramall. It's so good. It's got a little bubblegumish kind of feel to it. And where Ultramall uses apple and as a top note, I mean, they use pear as a top note. 9 p.m. uses apple as a top note. And that's pretty much the only difference. And that apple, it has a little tinge to it. I don't know if you ever smell an apple or take a bite out of an apple, and it's got this little citrusy tinge to it. This, you get that out of this fragrance as well. Really, really good. This has got a lot of sweet, fruity accords as well. Great party fragrance. To me, this is a very versatile fragrance. You can wear this during the day, during the night, during the summer, during the winter. And it's just a really good one. It lasts a long time. Projection, it'll project for about 2 feet for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. It's just a great one. So if you don't have Afnan's 9 p.m., I suggest you get that one too. You're gonna have to get all of these. Now, this was probably one of my top first 5 fragrances that I bought that were Middle Eastern. And this one was where companies really started getting good with their fragrances, because to follow this one was hard. And this is La Yuqawam by Rasasi. Now, this is a little bit more expensive. Rasasi in and of itself is a little bit more expensive fragrance. And now clone companies are making clones of the clones. There's a clone of Rasasi Hawas. I don't know, there's a million clones of this. And this is more of a clone of Tuscan Leather. And there's tons of Tuscan Leather. I could have told you Rare Carbon by Afnan. That's a beautiful one as well. That didn't get as much hype, but it did get some hype. But this one, when it came out, this was talked about everywhere. And I'm looking at it now, oh my God, I've got maybe 1/4 left in this bottle, which I've got to get another one. Usually you can get this for $50 to $65, but guys, well worth it. If you like fragrances like Tuscan Leather, Ombre Leather, this is the way to go. This is definitely got that leather note, but then it also has a very jammy, juicy raspberry note to it. And both of those is blended so well together that I mean, you'll like fall in love with the scent, as I have, because apparently I've fallen quite in love with this scent. But yeah, La Yuqawam by Rasasi, way to go. Seriously, this is really good. Another one that got a lot of hype back in the day, and I forget what year this one came out. I want to say this came out maybe 2019, somewhere along those lines. But this is Rasasi, and this is Rasasi Hawas. And when this came out, people went nuts over this one too. I believe they've changed the color. This is the purple. This is probably one of the first batches. I've heard and seen where Hawas now comes clear juice, but it still smells the same. I like the purple because I like to think I got one of the first ones. But this is very, very good. More so for the spring and summer. But this has got notes like apple, bergamot, plum, orange blossom, ambergris, musk, patchouli. Really well done. Very fresh fragrance, clean fragrance, summery, playful fragrance. So if you want something like that, Rasasi Hawas is one to get. I don't think I have that many left. I think I only have 2 left. Now, the last 2 I'm going to talk about, these are the current hype beasts. I don't think there's another fragrance that's talked about more than these 2 are currently. And the first one is this beautiful little bottle, and this is by Armaf, and this is called Club de Nuit Precieux 1. Precious 1, Precieux 1. Everybody, says it differently, but I think it's Precieux 1, and I would like to see what Precieux 2 is going to be. But this is a clone of Creed Absolute Aventus. Very well done. Not 100%, clone of that fragrance, but very close. And it's a beast. It'll last you forever. It smells delicious. This smells so damn good. The only complaint I have about it is that it's a little bit more expensive than your normal Armaf fragrances. This is 55 ml, and it runs you about $50 to $60. So you're paying about $1 per ml, but still worth it. Definitely, you should have this in your collection if you like that Creed Aventus, but a smokier version of Creed Aventus. This is definitely a way to go. This has got pineapple, caramel, pear, lemon, bergamot, vanilla, leather, and you get a little bit of all of that. It's just so good. I would spray it in the air, but I don't want to waste it because it's, $1 a ml is a little pricey. The bottle's beautiful, even though it's tiny, but this is a really good one to have. If you like that, going out, date, going out with friends in the evening, nice summer or even winter night, this is really good. It's very versatile. Most of these are very unisex. I think ladies, you can wear mostly all of them. Actually, you can wear, I'd say mostly all of them. The only one, I don't know if Club de Nuit and Scents for men you would like, for a woman, but for the rest of them, I think you would be fine with those. We've only got 2 more to go, and these 2 are really good as well. So the next one I'm going to talk to you about that you should have in your collection that was hyped like crazy is this one, Lattafa Khamrah. This was touted as being a clone of Killian's Angel Share. It has some of the same DNA, but then they did a whole twist on it. They did their own thing. They took that DNA and they added more to it. They made it sweeter, more gourmandy kind of feel. And they created this delicious, beautiful scent. This is so good, guys. Ladies, you would love this as well. They also came out with Khamrah Kawa, which for some reason or another didn't get as much hype as Khamrah itself, but they added a coffee note to Khamrah Kawa, which Kawa means coffee. And when you first spray it, you get Khamrah, you get this. But about a minute later, you start smelling that roasted coffee in it. So because of that coffee, if you're a guy, you may like the Khamrah Kawa a little bit better. But if you don't care, this is beautiful. This is really nice, and it is a beast. This will last on your skin for a long time. Be careful with the sprays because it can become a little cloying, but it's just a beautiful scent if you like really sweet kind of fragrances, and that's what this is. It's a sweet vanilla, creamy kind of fragrance. So good. And again, it's supposed to smell a little like Killian's Angel Share, but then, like I said, they do their own thing with it. Now, the last one is the newest hype beast on the market, and it is Fragrance World's Liquid Brune. Now, this is a clone of Parfums de Marly Alter, and they've done a really good job with it. I mean, everybody talks about this fragrance. This is, again, another beautiful, like it's got vanilla in it, it's got cinnamon, cardamom, orange blossom, gaiac wood, and ambroxan, and this is so good. I wouldn't say it's a beast because on my skin, and that atomizer I have a little problem with because it's so wide and short, you're gonna have to get it close to you. But this is so, it's so good. When you first spray it, At least I do it, and it seems to be going away now. But when I first sprayed it, I got this cough syrup kind of medicinal cough syrup kind of feel from it. That seems to be going away. I've had it for maybe 3 weeks now, and I'm not smelling the cough syrup as much as I did when I first got it. But aside from that, that goes away. Even if you smell it, it goes away within like less than 5 minutes, and then you get this delicious vanilla kind of fragrance. It's slightly synthetic, gourmand, creamy vanilla, woody, warm, cozy. That's what this is. It's a woody, warm, cozy fragrance. And do I recommend it? Yes, I do. Again, this is sweet too. So if you don't like sweet fragrances, don't bother. But if you want a very, very good representation of Parfums de Marly Altaire, this is the way to go, because this is so good. In and of itself, forget about Altaire. This is a great fragrance. It really is. And I think I paid maybe $38 for it somewhere. I don't remember where. But if you can find it for like $38, $40, $45, definitely worth it. Don't spend more than that though. Wait till the hype goes down and then get it. Always, that's the bad thing, is when these things are hyped by myself, by other fragrance reviewers, the prices get jacked up so high, either by the fragrance house or by the distributor. And you know, what I do is I wait maybe, you know, a month or two when the hype goes down, and then I'll look and the prices dramatically come down. So, you know, I don't want to spend $80 on something like this when I could wait and spend $40. That's just me. But, you know, like I said, this is a great fragrance to have. If you guys don't have any of these, you should try and get a few of them, because they're that good, and they definitely are all worth the hype. I hope you enjoyed this video. These are all coffee worthy. And if you did enjoy it, do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share with your friends, because I need all the help I can get. And if I do get this out this Wednesday, happy Thanksgiving to you, all of you that celebrate Thanksgiving. I am thankful for you guys, for all my subscribers. I'm close to 6,000 now, getting there slowly, but I am getting there. And I appreciate all of you for helping me out. I appreciate all of you for commenting. Also, let me know, what other ones did I miss? I'm sure there's other hype beasts that I've missed, or, you know, maybe weren't at the level of some of these, but still were considered hype beasts. I mean, I saw quite a few on my shelf, but then I had to narrow it down to like 10. But if you have some really good hype beast worthy fragrances that I should try, let me know, because, you know, a lot of you know I will get some of the fragrances you guys recommend. May take me a little while, but I'll try to get them. So as always, guys, like I said, have a great Thanksgiving. Enjoy your food. Don't eat too much. And as always, you guys make sure that you be safe, you be loved, and I will talk to you later. Thanks, guys. Bye.